Hi, I'm Ricky. I never thought I'd be telling this story, but sometimes life throws you curveballs that change everything. 3 years into what I thought was a happy marriage with Eliza, I came home early from a business trip to surprise her. Instead, I was the one who got surprised. Ricky, you're home early, Eliza stammered, standing in our kitchen with a tall, well-dressed man I'd never seen before. Flight got canceled. Who's this? I asked, setting my suitcase down slowly. The man extended his hand. I'm Marcus. I work with Eliza at the firm. Just dropped by to discuss some case files. At 9 p.m., in our home? I looked between them, noticing how they stood just a little too far apart now, how Eliza's hair was slightly disheveled. It's a big case, time-sensitive, Eliza said quickly. Marcus, maybe we should finish this tomorrow at the office. Of course, Marcus replied smoothly, gathering papers from our kitchen counter. Nice to meet you, Ricky. Eliza speaks highly of you. The comment stung like salt in an open wound. Funny, she's never mentioned you. An uncomfortable silence filled the room as Marcus collected his things. He nodded at Eliza with a look that said more than words could. I'll see you tomorrow then. After Marcus left, Eliza and I sat at our kitchen table, the silence between us deafening. How long? I finally asked. Ricky, it's not what you think. Please don't insult me. How long? She looked down at her hands. 6 months. 6 months, I repeated, the words hollow in my chest. That's when you started on the Westfield case, right? When he joined the firm? Yes, she admitted quietly. It just happened. Things don't just happen, Eliza. People make choices. I didn't plan this, Ricky. I didn't wake up one morning and decide to hurt you. But you did decide to lie to me every day for 6 months. Eliza's eyes welled with tears. I didn't know how to tell you. I kept waiting for the right time. And what would that have looked like after you'd moved your things out, after you drained our accounts? That's not fair. None of this is fair. I stood up abruptly, my chair scraping against the floor. I need some air. Ricky, please, can we talk about this? I think we're done talking for tonight. My best friend Tom confirmed my suspicions the next day over coffee. I didn't know how to tell you, man, he said, gripping his mug tightly. I saw them together at Riverside Park a few weeks ago. They didn't see me. And you didn't think to mention this? My voice was steady despite the anger bubbling up. She's your wife, Ricky. I thought maybe it was a one-time thing. I don't know what I thought. Some friend you are, I muttered. That's not fair. I was going to tell you when you got back from your trip. Ask Sarah. I told her I was going to talk to you this weekend. Sarah knew too? I felt the betrayal deepening. Tom winced. She spotted them at a restaurant downtown. Look, half the office probably knows. Marcus isn't exactly subtle. Great. So, I'm the last to know that my wife is having an affair with her coworker. Fantastic. I'm sorry, man, I really am. I should have told you sooner. How were they? At the restaurant, I mean. Tom shifted uncomfortably. Ricky, don't do this to yourself. I need to know, he sighed. They looked happy, holding hands across the table, laughing. Each word felt like a physical blow. And at the park? They were walking close together. He had his arm around her. I closed my eyes, trying to block the mental images. All those late nights at the office, all those weekend case reviews. I believed every excuse. What are you going to do? I stared out the window. I honestly have no idea. My sister Rachel was the first one to offer practical advice. You need to talk to a lawyer, Ricky, like yesterday. I still can't believe this is happening, I said, pacing around her living room. Believe it. Eliza moved her things out while you were at work. She's staying with Marcus now. This isn't a trial separation. She's made her choice. I stopped pacing. How do you know where she's staying? Lauren from your building called me. She saw Eliza loading suitcases into Marcus's car this morning. I collapsed onto Rachel's couch. Everyone knew but me. Not everyone, Rachel said gently, sitting beside me. But enough people that you need to protect yourself now, legally. I don't want to fight dirty. That's not me. It's not about fighting dirty. It's about standing up for yourself. She was my wife, Rach. We made vows. Vows she broke, Rachel countered firmly. Listen to me, Ricky. Eliza is already 10 steps ahead of you. She's been planning this exit for months. You don't know that. Don't I? The secret affair moving out the minute you discovered it, not even attempting to explain or apologize properly. She's been preparing for this. Trust me. The next day I met with Diana Chen, a divorce attorney recommended by Rachel. So she's been having an affair for 6 months, And now she's living with this Marcus person, Diana summarized, taking notes. Do you have joint accounts? Property? Yes to both. The house is in both our names. We have a joint savings account and separate checking accounts. Has she withdrawn any unusual amounts recently? I hesitated. I don't know. I haven't checked. Diana looked up sharply. Check, today, and don't mention this meeting to her. Why not? Because right now, you have the advantage of time to prepare. Once you tell her you've consulted an attorney, everything changes. I'm not comfortable being sneaky about this. Diana set her pen down. Ricky, let me be blunt. Your wife has been sneaky for half a year. She's been planning her exit strategy. If you don't protect yourself now, you'll regret it. It feels wrong. It's not wrong to protect what's rightfully yours. Did Eliza tell you she was unhappy? Did she suggest counseling? Did she give you any chance to work on your marriage before she started sleeping with her colleague? I shook my head slowly. That's my point. She didn't play fair? You still can, but playing fair doesn't mean being a doormat. Later that evening, Marcus called me unexpectedly. Ricky, I think we should talk man-to-man about this situation. Really? Now you want to talk after sneaking around with my wife for months? Look, these things happen. Eliza and I didn't plan this. We just connected. Save it. I'm not interested in your justifications. I'm trying to be civil here. Eliza wants to make this easy on everyone. Easy? I laughed bitterly. Like how easy it was for you two to lie to my face, to humiliate me in front of everyone we know? That's not what happened. That's exactly what happened. And now you're calling to what? Get my blessing? To discuss the divorce terms. Eliza thinks we can handle this without lawyers. Keep it simple. I remembered Diana's advice. I'll think about it. Don't take too long. Eliza's already drawn up some preliminary papers. She works fast. Don't be like that, Ricky. She's trying to be fair. Fair would have been honesty from the beginning. Fair would have been not cheating on me for half a year while everyone around us knew. The past is the past. We need to move forward. Easy for you to say. You got what you wanted. Eliza's worried about you, Marcus said, his tone softening artificially. She cares about you. Not enough to be honest, not enough to honor our vows. Tell Eliza I'll be in touch about the papers. The next morning I went to Eliza's office. Her assistant Jennifer looked uncomfortable when I appeared. Is she in? I asked. She's in a meeting with the partners, Jennifer replied, not meeting my eyes. I'll wait. It might be a while. I have time. Jennifer fidgeted with her pen. Can I get you some coffee? No thanks. How long have you known Jennifer? Her eyes widened. Known what? About Eliza and Marcus. She looked down at her desk. I don't want to get involved. You already are involved. Everyone is. Jennifer sighed. They've been working closely for months. I suspected something, but it wasn't my place. To tell the husband being cheated on? No, I guess not. After 45 minutes, Eliza emerged from the conference room with two older men in suits. She froze when she saw me. Ricky, what are you doing here? We need to talk, privately. She glanced at her colleagues. I'll catch up with you both later. In her office, Eliza closed the door and sighed. I was going to call you today. About the preliminary papers Marcus mentioned, the ones you drafted without telling me? I thought it would be easier. Easier for who, Eliza? You? The woman who cheated, lied, and then abandoned our marriage without even a conversation? I didn't know how to tell you. I knew you'd be hurt. You didn't care if I was hurt. You cared if I made a scene. Eliza sat down at her desk. That's not true. I just fell out of love with you and in love with Marcus. And that justifies the deception, the humiliation? No, but did you take money from our joint account to pay for your lawyer? Her silence was answer enough. You did, didn't you? How much? 10,000. I needed a retainer. Our money, without discussing it with me. I'm entitled to half of everything, Ricky. That's the law. You're entitled to what a court decides after full financial disclosure, which will include the fact that you misappropriated joint funds. Eliza's eyes widened. You talked to a lawyer. Did you think I wouldn't? Marcus thought, I don't care what Marcus thought. This isn't about him. This is about you and me and the legal end of our marriage. Are you threatening me? No, Eliza. I'm informing you that I'm not going to be manipulated or bullied. I've frozen our joint accounts as of this morning. You can't do that. I already did. My attorney advised it after I discovered your withdrawal. This is exactly why I didn't want lawyers involved. You're turning this into a battle. You started this battle when you decided to cheat instead of being honest. Now we both have representation. Let them handle it. Eliza stood up, her composure slipping. You're being vindictive. I'm being smart. There's a difference. What happened to the Ricky I knew? The one who was always so understanding, so forgiving. He trusted his wife and she betrayed him. I made a mistake. A mistake is forgetting an anniversary or burning dinner. What you did was a choice, many choices actually, day after day for 6 months. So that's it? No chance to explain? To make amends? I looked at her directly. Would you have ever told me if I hadn't caught you? Would you have kept lying indefinitely? Her hesitation told me everything I needed to know. That's what I thought. The papers will go through our attorneys. Don't contact me directly again. 6 months later, I sat in the courtroom as the judge finalized our divorce settlement. Diana had done exceptional work discovering that Eliza had been funneling company bonuses into a private account for over a year, money that should have been disclosed as marital assets. After the hearing, Eliza approached me in the hallway. Marcus hovered nervously behind her. Ricky, can we talk, please? I think we've said everything that needs saying. I know you're angry, but I'm not angry anymore, Eliza. I'm done. The firm is considering letting me go because of this scandal. My reputation is ruined. Actions have consequences. Is that what this was about? Revenge, destroying my career? No, this was about justice and honesty, two things you wouldn't understand. Marcus stepped forward. Look, man, you got the house, the car, and half her retirement. Isn't that enough? Do you have to ruin her professionally too? I didn't expose your affair to her firm. Your indiscretion did that. I simply made sure the financial dishonesty came to light during discovery. We could have worked something out privately, Eliza insisted. Like the preliminary papers that would have left me with nothing while you kept the hidden money? No thanks. Tom appeared beside me. Everything okay here? It's fine, I said. We're just finishing up. Ricky, Eliza said softly, I am sorry for everything. Can we at least part on good terms? I looked at her, really looked at her, for the first time in months. The woman I had loved and trusted. The woman who had betrayed that trust so completely. No, Eliza, we can't. What's done is done. Good luck with your life. As Tom and I walked away, he asked, how do you feel? Lighter, I replied honestly, like I can finally move forward. Your new place is all set up? Yeah, and the job in Seattle starts next month. That was the unexpected move, wasn't it? Not fighting for the marriage or trying to win her back. Exactly. Everyone expected me to either forgive her or fall apart. Instead, I chose myself. Rachel was waiting with Sarah outside the courthouse. All done? Rachel asked. All done, I confirmed. So what now? Sarah asked. I smiled for what felt like the first time in months. Now I start over, on my terms. How does it feel? Rachel asked, linking her arm through mine. Like I finally remembered who I am, someone who deserves better. And someone who knows how to stand up for himself, Tom added. That too, I agreed, that too. Sometimes the most unexpected move isn't the dramatic one. It's not about grand gestures of revenge or fighting to win back what was lost. Sometimes, the most unexpected move is simply choosing yourself, your peace, your growth, your future, over the pain of the past. That was my move, and I've never regretted it for a moment.